Well, south of the border, the lines are long, the wait is agonizing, and the number of Ukrainians is rising who left their war-torn home trying to enter the U.S. And for now, they play the waiting game in camps along the Mexican border towns. Correspondent Nancy Liu is live in Tijuana tonight. Nancy, you have a first-hand look at these Ukrainian camps.
That's right, Nicole, and it is extraordinary. We should point out that about 40% of the people in these camps, young children. Volunteers have brought toys out for them to pass the time. In the past week, the number of Ukrainian refugees here in Tijuana has gone from hundreds to thousands, but also here, many Ukrainian American volunteers who've likely prevented a humanitarian crisis.
На границу сразу. 10-22. 10-23.
The call to cross into the U.S. happens multiple times a day at this Ukrainian holding camp just south of the border. It's part of a new semi-official system set up by various churches and humanitarian groups to help refugees funnel through faster.
Basically, we just got all together, started working on a process and created the system just to help ourselves and help the Mexican and American, I guess, system to help them cross the people.
None of this was here. Seriously, I came on Tuesday. There was like maybe 50, 70 people in this building. There was nothing. It grew like exponentially, like 10 times from what it was.
Ukrainians young and old are now added to a computerized list as soon as they get to Tijuana, which saw less than 1,000 arrivals last week. This week, there are 2,500 and counting. Most have endured dangerous and arduous journeys.
It is hard because I lived in the capital of Ukraine, and it is my native time. I'm born in this city, and
now you're living here.
But my people from my country is around me.
Only 150 or so are getting processed daily due to limited Customs and Border Patrol staffing, but that is improving too.
The CBP department, they are really doing their job. I mean, they are increasing the attention that they are giving to people, to Ukrainian people. So I think it's going to be more faster.
With hundreds more arriving every day now, this Tijuana basketball gym has been converted into an emergency shelter. The Benito Juarez Sports Complex is one of several Tijuana facilities providing emergency shelter for more than 1,500 asylum seekers. With a lot more coming, activists plan to open additional shelters.
As long as the U.S. government will wait to make some decisions, we will find a way to feed people and make them safe. This is not an American dream. This is the running from war.
Now, there is great concern for the weeks ahead since so many Ukrainians are coming now. Also, Title 42 set to end on May 23rd. That, of course, is the border policy which prevented asylum seekers from entering due to health reasons. An influx is feared once that rule is repealed. Nicole?
All right, and Nancy, with Title 42 ending so soon, any indications that processing by Customs and Border Patrol will speed up?
Yeah, we are hearing that CBP is bringing more staffing here to the southern border, to San Isidro. And also, there's word of possibly a second funnel point for Ukrainians to go through, but the word is out among Ukrainians. They use a Telegram channel, and they know that this is a sure way in through Tijuana, and that's why more Ukrainians just keep coming, several hundred a day, way more than they are processing to get through to the U.S. So quite a predicament here.
Oh, yeah, quite a predicament. Excellent reporting, Nancy Liu. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.